Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our title action continues now with the showdown for the Quest National Light Middleweight Championship. So ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please welcome first into the arena our challenger for the championship tonight. Please welcome Danny Parsons. His opponent. Tonight he makes his first defense of the championship that he won here in Epsom earlier in the season. So please show your appreciation and welcome the reigning, defending Quest National Light Middleweight Champion, Lewis Dennis. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, your next bout of the evening. Brought to you in association with RTX Sports, the official fight clubs of Quest, Boxfit, the UK's leading boxing equipment superstore, and CB Event Security. So introducing to you first, boxing out of the blue corner, our challenger for the championship tonight. He wears the black and white shorts, fighting out of the Foley Boxing Club. Please show your appreciation and welcome, Danny Parsons. And his opponent tonight, standing across the ring, boxing out of the red corner. Tonight he wears the white, gold, and black shorts and makes his first defense of the championship tonight. Please welcome the undefeated champion, the current reigning, defending Quest National Light Middleweight Champion, Lewis Dennis. This title showdown to be fought over 5 2-minute rounds. Our timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Peter McCann, our referee in charge of the action, and to give his final instructions, Mr. Ken Curtis.
Here we go then, this is going to be an absolute belter. 5 rounds of boxing for the National Light Middleweight title between the challenger, Danny Parsons, from Kingston upon Thames, in action against the champion, Lewis Dennis. This is the first defence of the title for Lewis Dennis. He's from Margate in Kent, and he's in the white trunks.
Yeah, as we mentioned before the fight, Steve, he won this title when he turned up to fight, just a standard 3-round fight. The opponent for the main event pulled out, and he got asked if he would step in, and he did.
Yes.
He won the title.
Absolutely. Anyway, it's worth telling you that Danny Parsons is a former professional boxer. He won 5, lost 4. Fought for the Southern Area title and lost that, sadly for him.
I think you can actually see the pro style of Danny Parsons there. He's sort of setting his feet a little bit heavier and letting his hands go. He looks like he's got a bit of power behind his punches. Not a massive banger, but as the ones that have landed have looked pretty heavy. But Lewis Dennis has taken them. He's been putting his shots together really well.
But one of the things we have said over the years, Dan Woodgate, is that, the simple fact that this is the pace of this doesn't suit ex-pros.
Yeah, it's so with the professional fights, 3 minutes long. With these fights, they're 2 minutes long each round. Sorry, each round is 3 minutes as a pro. On the Quest, we have 2-minute rounds, and I find them much more exciting.
Oh yeah.
And I actually think they lend themselves to a much better spectacle of boxing than some of the pro fights.
Well, this is a cracking first round for Lewis Dennis. And by the way, he was a very, very good amateur. He won the Haringey Cup as an amateur boxer. He had 15 amateur contests some years ago and won 13 of them.
Yeah, the Haringey Box Cup has become one of those titles that really mean a lot, don't they, in the amateur ranks. Really good work here from Dennis. He's
hurting him here.
Absolutely taking him apart here with these punches. He has got a really good array of shots. He takes shots up the body, puts shots up the body, and he sneaks uppercuts in, left hooks, and he puts them in really good combinations.
Cracking round there.
Very good round there
for Lewis Dennis. Yep.
He seemed to have found the target towards the end of that round there, and if he has got that measure of him now, I don't think Parsons is going to survive the full length of this fight, because Dennis, although he's not the biggest puncher out there, he has got a bit of a bang, but it's the accumulation of shots and the speed of shot that he's got that works in his favour and could cause the problem here for Parsons.
Well, Danny's 30 years of age. He's 5'6" from Kingston upon Thames, representing Foley Boxing Gym, and it's his Quest debut this evening. And he was also an undefeated regional national champion in the Queensbury Boxing League. And Lewis Dennis, 21 years of age, 5'10" from Margate, and the rest, Round 2 coming up. So
Lewis Dennis has just got to mention he's got a very, very good, very experienced corner team behind him there. He's there's guys that I used to spend time in the gym with. Oh. Yeah, this is real good work here from Dennis.
This is not good for Parsons.
No, do you know what? He's like I said, yeah, I think he's found the measure of him, and I think he's going to force a stoppage if he can keep this going.
Fantastic left hand. Sets him up for everything.
Yeah, beautiful jab. And really good with his range. Finds the range with that jab and lets his shots go.
And Parsons, of course, being an ex-pro like the two of us, Dan, he's got that steel about him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He's going to know, and he's got a lot of experience. Listen, he was undefeated regional national champion in the Queensbury Boxing League before we switched over to Quest. He's got a lot of experience, so he's no mug, that's for sure. But this is a testament to the quality of Lewis Dennis.
Well, Lewis Dennis is actually passing your test very, very well. Only seconds to go then in the second round. And Danny Parsons can't believe the amount of traffic coming his way. And of course you don't get that in the pro game. It isn't like that.
No. But you know what though, Steve, I will say, I think Lewis Dennis, if he went up and started doing 3-minute rounds, I think he would box like this, and I think he'd let his hands go like this for 3 minutes. I think he's that sort of fighter that he'd have to be super fit to be able to do it. But yeah, another really good round from Dennis there.
Well, full marks as well to Danny Parsons, he's still there. So round 3 of the scheduled 5. And Lewis Dennis, just 21 years of age, great talent, great talent. So in the black and white shorts, Danny Parsons, I mean, you know, he's been taking a bit of a pasting, hasn't he, so far?
Yeah, it's been relentless, hasn't it, from Lewis. I think Parsons done really well after that first 30 seconds of that last round. I didn't think he was going to be in this fight at this point. I think he might find a way to get through this.
Yeah, I've got a feeling he will survive it. But, you know, it's going to be a painful survival.
Yes.
And, you know, with that professional head on his shoulders, yeah, he might just pull something out of the bag, you know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's always going to be dangerous all the time that he's in there. And that's where Lewis Dennis has got to make that decision whether he says, yeah, do you know what, I'm going to really try and force this stoppage here because that's going to be great on my record. Look at, it's going to really impress everyone. Or he goes, do you know what, I've impressed everyone enough as it is. Let me just show everyone how well I can box and not get hit for the rest of this fight.
Good point. See, Danny Parsons was never expecting this kind of retaliation because in the pro game it doesn't happen like this. You know that, Dan.
No. It's,
you don't get anyone with that sort of sprint in their punching. You know, to keep going at it.
Early on in the pro game, over 4 rounds, some fighters do start out like that, but they very quickly learn that actually, do you know what, over 10 rounds, I'm going to need to adjust a bit here.
Or a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm very impressed with Lewis Dennis. He's a very, very decent box fighter.
I'm going to say something, Steve. You might not agree with, and I think a lot of people at home watching this may not agree with. I would be telling Danny Parsons now, you've got a round to go out to me and show me that you're in this fight. Otherwise, I'm stopping it. He's taking a bit of a beating. He's not getting hit with heavy shots,
no,
but he's getting hit with enough shots to cause damage. He's beaten up. He's bleeding from his nose. His eyes are marked up. I'd be saying to him now, look, go out there, show me that you're in this fight, otherwise I'm stopping it after this round.
You know what, Dan? I wouldn't argue for 1 second. So here we are, round 3. You know, I mean, you know, the fight's two rounds old, and we're already saying, you know, for goodness sake, pack it in.
Yeah.
You know, we don't like to see you get hurt, but you know, I mean, that's the shape of Lewis Dennis. You know, he's absolutely mirroring this guy. And let's face it, he shouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I said there. I wouldn't be letting Parsons continue here. I'll be looking at this if I was his corner. Listen, like we said, all the time he's in there, he's going to be dangerous. He's not showing me enough here to show that he's got, he hasn't got the ability, but that he's going to land anything. Well, going to cause an upset.
We did say, didn't we, you know, that the elements of this game versus the pro game are very much against you.
Yeah.
I mean, some pros can do it, don't get me wrong. You know, they can cram 3 minutes, a 3 minute
But
round
they are few
to
and far
2 minutes
between.
hard work.
Like you said, they are few and far
Yeah.
between. The one of note that I can think of is Amir Khan boxed at a really high pace, didn't he?
Very good point.
Manny Pacquiao, but they're two fighters out of how many thousands?
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, this is one of the most comprehensive beatings I've ever witnessed.
Yeah. And again, there's no reason for, if you want to let him continue, there's no reason to not let him continue. For me personally, I've seen enough. I don't want to see any more.
Yeah,
of
I've
this.
seen enough too. And we're not being squeamish, you know. We're just thinking ahead.
Listen,
I don't know about you, Dan, but my head's ruined.
I'm an ex-fighter, Steve. If I was getting beaten up like this and my corner team weren't having a look at it, I'd be wondering what I've got in my corner.
Exactly.
And they're going to watch this back and they're going to go, that's not a very nice thing to say about us. But honestly, I think I'm right. I genuinely think that I would be calling an end to that.
But having said that, Dan, you've got a corner man saying to the boxer, how you feeling, son? He says, I'm great.
I don't care how he feels.
But you know what they're
the
like?
fighter's going to tell you.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
I referee a lot. I would rather stop a fight because the fighter's in bother. He doesn't realise he's in bother. I know he's in bother, and I know what's coming.
In defence of the referee, he's not been given a reason to stop this fight other than the accumulation of shots. One thing that he potentially could have gone after that, I said that after that third round, he could have gone over and said, listen, show me something.
Good point.
But ultimately, I think this lies with a corner.
So, fifth and final round. Looks like I've missed a round somewhere. So, are we going to see a major turnaround here from Danny Parsons, and he takes Lewis Dennis off his feet? I can't see that happening. Yes, I suppose it comes down, Dan, ultimately the responsibility for the boxer is, of course, the corner. Now, we're not saying they're doing wrong, because they know him far better than we'll ever know him.
Yes, yeah.
But, you know, for the uninformed outsider, it looks like, what's the point?
Yeah, you are right. The corner team know him better than anyone. He may be the most tough guy around. But that is the point. That is the point. There's only so many punches to the head that you should be taking when you don't need to. He's not won a round. He's not won a second of any of the rounds. He's 4 rounds in, and like we said, after 4 rounds, he was 4 rounds in, and he hadn't won a second of any part of the fight.
Yeah, very good point, actually.
And although we mentioned he's dangerous, and he's still dangerous now because he's going to have that one punch that you sort of develop as a professional fighter. Has he shown enough to say, let's leave him in there in case he gets that shot off?
I don't think so.
But on the other side of it, an absolute masterclass.
Yes.
From Lewis Dennis.
Completely.
Very, very good performance.
And he's only going to get better. He's only 21.
21 years of age. Imagine what he's going to be like.
What a talent. Reminds me of myself.
Yeah. What, handsome.
Well, there you go. What a cracking win there.
I'm glad
Dennis.
Danny Parsons made it through to the final bell. He didn't need to. But what a performance there from Lewis Dennis.
And the irony is that it got very painful towards the end. Like you said about after 3 rounds.
Yeah.
There was no real need to go on because he was going nowhere.
After the last 15-20 seconds of that third round, like you say, I'm thinking to myself, show me something or you're out. Like, he didn't need that last round. There was no need for that. But listen, like I say, we might just be being squeamish. We're ex-fighters.
No, I don't think you're being
No,
squeamish.
I don't think so either. But like we say, people might watch this and go, no, what's wrong with you two? It's boxing, get out there and all that. But listen, let's not take away from a brilliant performance from Lewis Dennis. 21 years of age, bright future ahead of him. potentially be one of the best fighters that the Quest boxing's ever seen.
Completely.
That's definitely one of the best
Pound for
performances
pound, I'd say he is.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if he is yet. I think he can be.
Well, I'll tell you what, him against Amir Rahman, that's the fight.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, after 5 rounds of action, we go into the judges' scorecards with a unanimous decision and still Quest National Light Middleweight Champion, Lewis Dennis.
A quality operator there, Lewis Dennis, and you know, full marks to Danny Parsons. What a brave guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, what else can I say? You know, he wasn't good at this, he wasn't good at that, but my goodness me, he was brave.
Yeah.
He stuck it out.
And Parsons is, listen, we've just witnessed what we've said is probably one of the best performances we've ever seen on the Quest Boxing League. And that's what Danny Parsons has had to deal with on his Quest debut. I hope we see him again, and I hope he gets a fight that's a bit more evenly matched. On paper, this was swinging in his favour.
Oh, sure.
This was all stacked against Lewis Dennis.
Just goes to show the quality of the man.
Yeah, but Lewis Dennis ripped the paper up and threw it away.
Wonderful. Right, let's leave it there.